In a world where the apocalypse turns humanity into monsters, betrayal hurts even more than the zombies. Meet Zhang Xiaoyong, a guy hanging upside down over a cage packed with flesh-hungry undead, while the woman he loved laughs in his face. His friends are dead, his safe zone is destroyed, and the person responsible, his own ex-girlfriend. As Xiaoyong dangles helplessly above the zombie pit, his ex, Ku Jing, mocks him without mercy. Standing beside her is her new boyfriend, the rich and powerful fatty, Li Shuang, who's more than happy to finish the job. Before dropping Xiaoyong to his death, Li smugly thanks him for all the supplies they stole from him. Thanks to Xiaoyong's hard work, they'll be living comfortably for months, while he gets eaten alive. And seconds later, he does. Torn apart by zombies, Xiaoyong dies filled with rage and regret. If only he had one more chance. One chance to take revenge on the people who ruined his life. Then suddenly, he wakes up, not in the apocalypse, not in the zombie cage, but 1 month before the end of the world begins. At first, Xiaoyong can barely process what's happening, but when he hears Ku Jing's irritating voice, demanding to know why he still hasn't transferred his house into her name, reality hits him hard. He's been reborn, and this time, he remembers everything. In his previous life, Ku Jing manipulated him completely. She drained his savings, stole the inheritance left by his parents, and turned him into a walking ATM. Then, after the zombie apocalypse destroyed civilization, Xiaoyong somehow managed to survive. Alongside his loyal friends, he built a secure shelter, stocked with enough supplies to last months. But then, Ku Jing appeared again, pretending to be helpless and desperate. And like an idiot, he trusted her. That same night, she opened the gates of the safe zone to their enemies, leading everyone inside to a horrific death. This time, however, things are going to be very different. Even now, before the apocalypse begins, Ku Jing is still acting exactly the same, demanding a ridiculous bride price of 400,000 yuan plus his house if he wants to marry her. She's completely confident Xiaoyong is too obsessed with her beauty to ever refuse. But instead of begging, Xiaoyong throws her out of his house. For the first time ever, Ku Jing is stunned. The obedient slave she controlled so easily suddenly became cold, fearless, and impossible to manipulate. And honestly, she has no idea what's coming. Because Xiaoyong knows the apocalypse starts in exactly 1 month. And while everyone else wastes time living normal lives, he's already preparing for the end of the world. Then things get even crazier. Out of nowhere, Xiaoyong unlocks an actual apocalypse system, like something straight out of a video game. The system gives him missions, rewards, stat boosts, and even mysterious loot boxes. His first mission: build an apocalypse-ready fortress and gather 1 year's worth of supplies. Complete the mission, and he'll earn points to exchange for powerful rewards in the system store. Now this is where the story really takes off. Instead of stressing over Ku Jing anymore, Xiaoyong decides to finally enjoy life. In his past life, he starved himself trying to save money for her bride price. But now, he's done being pathetic. So naturally, the first thing he does is order insanely expensive Michelin 3-star takeouts. And after surviving on scraps during the apocalypse in his previous life, this meal tastes heavenly. Meanwhile, Ku Jing is furious. She immediately sends her friend Wu Shuya to pressure Xiaoyong into apologizing. According to them, Ku Jing was only testing his love, and apparently, if he brings the house deed plus 1 million yuan in cash, they might forgive him. Yeah, good luck with that. This time Xiaoyong doesn't even argue. He simply tells them to get lost. No simping, no begging, no sacrificing everything for toxic women. The old Xiaoyong is dead. Now, fully focused on survival, Xiaoyong begins searching for the perfect location to build his future fortress. Somewhere isolated, defensible, near water, and strong enough to survive the apocalypse. The next morning, he visits a real estate agency looking to buy land. And this is where we meet one of the funniest idiots in the entire story, Manager Zhu. The moment Xiaoyong walks in wearing cheap clothes, Manager Zhu instantly judges him. He mocks him publicly, calls him a broke loser, and even says he probably can't afford a toilet. Big mistake, because Xiaoyong calmly announces he's not there to rent a house. He's there to buy land. The entire office goes silent. Nobody believes him. But after hearing Xiaoyong's requirements, mountains, running water, factories, strong defensive positioning, the staff eventually show him a massive abandoned industrial property in the Eastern District. To everyone else, it's worthless. To Xiaoyong, it's perfect. Unfinished factories can be turned into fortresses. Existing structures save time. Barbed wire can secure the perimeter. It's basically an apocalypse dream base. Without hesitation, Xiaoyong signs the contract on the spot and drops 300,000 yuan in cash. Manager Zhu nearly dies from shock. And then Xiaoyong reminds him about the promise he made earlier. The one where he said he'd eat poop on livestream if Xiaoyong could actually afford the land. Suddenly, the entire office starts pressuring Manager Zhu to keep his word. Honestly, this scene is absolutely hilarious. But while Xiaoyong successfully completes the first step of his system mission, a much bigger problem remains. He's now broke. Building a zombie-proof fortress and stockpiling supplies for the apocalypse requires insane amounts of money. And unfortunately for him, Kujing is still about to make his life even more complicated. After discovering Xiaoyong spent her money on land instead of giving it to her, she storms into his house alongside her sister, screaming that the property now belongs to her. That's when Xiaoyong finally exposes everything. Her lies, her greed, and most importantly, her secret relationship with the middle-aged fatty Li Shuang. The moment Kujing realizes Xiaoyong somehow knows the truth, panic spreads across her face. But Xiaoyong doesn't care anymore. He slams the door in her face and tells her to disappear from his life forever. No mercy, no second chances, because while everyone else is busy playing toxic relationship games, Xiaoyong is preparing for the apocalypse. And soon, the entire world is going to descend into absolute chaos. While the rest of the world is still living normal lives, Zhang Xiaoyong is turning an abandoned industrial zone into a full-on doomsday fortress. The moment Xiaoyong arrives at his newly purchased land with a construction crew, you can immediately tell this place is about to become insane. Rusted factories, unfinished buildings, barbed wire fences, empty warehouses. To everyone else, it looks like worthless junk. But to a man who already survived the apocalypse once, this place is paradise. Xiaoyong wastes no time and starts giving orders like a military commander preparing for war. Reinforce the walls, install guard towers, add steel armored doors, bulletproof glass, expand the gates, cover every weak point. Even the experienced foreman, Li, starts getting nervous. At first, he thinks Xiaoyong is just some rich guy with paranoia issues. But the more he hears about the requested upgrades, the more disturbed he becomes. This isn't a normal renovation project anymore. This is a fortress. Finally, Foreman Li can't hold back anymore and asks the obvious question. What kind of enemy are you preparing for? Xiaoyong coldly tells him not to ask too many questions. And suddenly someone called Xiaoyong. It is Wu Shuya. Yep, Kujing's manipulative best friend. The same girl who helped ruin Xiaoyong's life in his previous timeline suddenly appears at the construction site, acting sweet and innocent. The moment she walks up, grabs his arm, and starts flirting like nothing ever happened. But this time, Xiaoyong sees right through her. In his past life, Wu Shuya and Kujing teamed up to steal everything from him. His parents' inheritance, his home, his dignity. So no matter how fake cute she acts now, Xiaoyong only sees poison underneath the makeup. Meanwhile, Wu Shuya is completely confused. Normally, one smile from her was enough to make Xiaoyong blush like an idiot, but now he doesn't even look interested. He barely acknowledges her existence. Instead, he ignores her completely and keeps inspecting the construction site, pointing out flaws in the gate design and security layout while she stands there awkwardly, trying to regain control of the situation. And honestly, watching toxic people lose their power over the main character is incredibly satisfying. But while Xiaoyong acts calm on the outside, internally he's calculating non-stop. He needs money. A lot of money. Weapons, supplies, construction materials, vehicles, fuel, food, medicine. Surviving the apocalypse isn't cheap, so after returning home, Xiaoyong makes a ruthless decision. If the world is ending anyway, why not scam the scammers first? Right on cue, fate delivers him the perfect target. His nightmare neighbor, Grandpa Li. This old man has been harassing Xiaoyong for ages because he wants to buy his apartment. He owns the lower floors of the building and desperately wants Xiaoyong's unit too. When Xiaoyong refused to sell in the past, Grandpa Li started making his life miserable. And now he's back again, this time pretending Xiaoyong was partying loudly all night. Obviously fake. But instead of arguing, Xiaoyong suddenly says something shocking. I'll sell you the apartment. Grandpa Li freezes in disbelief. But Xiaoyong has conditions. The old man must transfer 5 million yuan immediately, and Xiaoyong gets to continue living there temporarily while searching for a new place. To Grandpa Li, this sounds like the greatest deal of his life. To Xiaoyong, it's free apocalypse funding, because in just a few weeks, property ownership won't mean anything anymore. Civilization itself is about to collapse. The greedy old man quickly signs the contract and transfers the money immediately. Terrified Xiaoyong might change his mind. Just like that, Xiaoyong now has 8 million yuan total after combining the apartment money with his bank loan. And finally, the real preparation begins. Xiaoyong heads straight to the largest supermarket he can find and starts shopping like a maniac. Carts full of rice, oil, salt, instant noodles, canned food, snacks, drinks, medicine. People around him stare like he's insane. Some laugh, Others whisper that he's probably one of those conspiracy weirdos preparing for the end of the world. But Xiaoyong ignores all of them, because unlike everyone else, he already knows the world is ending. After buying mountains of supplies, he finally completes the system mission and earns 10 system points. And this changes everything. Inside the system store, Xiaoyong notices a mysterious reward box called the supply crate. Without hesitation, he spends every point he has. The box opens and he hits the jackpot. A spatial ring, a literal storage artifact with a 500 cubic meter pocket dimension inside it. Even crazier, time is frozen inside the space. Food won't rot. Drinks stay cold. Fresh meat never spoils. This single item instantly becomes one of the most broken abilities imaginable in an apocalypse. Xiaoyong can now store entire warehouses worth of supplies without anyone noticing. And the system doesn't stop there. A new mission immediately appears. Accumulate 10 years worth of supplies. Yeah, this system is absolutely insane. But before Xiaoyong can even process his new mission, trouble finds him again. The supermarket security chief approaches after hearing reports about some crazy guy hoarding supplies. And unfortunately for Xiaoyong, the security chief turns out to be someone he knows. Yang Tao, an old school bully. Back in high school, Yang Tao used to extort weaker students and act tough behind stronger people. And apparently, adulthood didn't improve him at all. The moment he sees Xiaoyong, he starts acting arrogant, demanding he put everything back immediately. But Xiaoyong doesn't budge. Instead, he calmly reminds him, "A customer is always right." That confidence throws Yang Tao off completely. Still trying to intimidate him, Yang Tao orders the cashiers to total everything up, clearly expecting Xiaoyong to embarrass himself when the bill arrives. 1 hour later, the final total appears. 1,100 yuan. Without even blinking, Xiaoyong pulls out his card and pays instantly. The entire supermarket goes silent. Yang Tao's face changes immediately, but Xiaoyong isn't finished humiliating him yet. Since Yang Tao publicly harassed him earlier, Xiaoyong demands a public apology. At first, Yang Tao refuses. Then Xiaoyong casually promises to buy 10 times more supplies if he apologizes sincerely. To prove he's serious, he even shows his bank balance. 7 million yuan. The second Yang Tao sees the number, his pride completely collapses. In front of everyone watching and recording with their phones, the former bully is forced to apologize publicly. And honestly, that moment is unbelievably satisfying. But the biggest opportunity comes right after. Yang Tao reveals he knows a wholesale supplier capable of selling massive amounts of food and supplies. Exactly what Xiaoyong needs. Soon after, Yang Tao takes him to a massive wholesale warehouse where they meet the owner, Zhang Sena, another former school bully. The guy pulls up in a luxury car acting like he owns the world. The moment he sees Xiaoyong's cheap clothes, he instantly assumes he's broke and starts insulting him openly. Some people really never change. When Yang Tao tries explaining that Xiaoyong is actually rich, Zhang Sena literally kicks him for wasting his time. But Xiaoyong isn't offended. He's entertained. Then Xiaoyong casually calls him an illiterate idiot who judges people by appearances. That word, illiterate, instantly triggers Zhang Sena. Apparently the one thing this guy hates more than poor people is being reminded he can barely read. A fight almost breaks out right there. Trying to flex his dominance, Zhang Sena gives Xiaoyong an ultimatum. Either buy a full truckload of goods or crawl out on all fours. Big mistake. Without saying another word, Xiaoyong transfers 1 million yuan directly into his account as a deposit. The arrogant supplier instantly freezes. Then Xiaoyong calmly announces he plans to purchase 5 million yuan worth of supplies. Rice, oil, salt, drinks, long-lasting food. Enough resources to survive the apocalypse. Now suddenly Zhang Sena's entire attitude changes. But Xiaoyong quickly notices something suspicious. The supplier is trying to dump nearly expired food onto him. At first, the packaging looks normal, but after checking carefully, Xiaoyong realizes the expiration dates are dangerously close. Basically, this guy is trying to scam him. Again, but Xiaoyong doesn't get angry. Instead, he smiles. Because after the apocalypse begins, expiration dates won't matter anymore. Starving people will kill for half-rotten food. So Xiaoyong makes an unexpected offer. He'll take all the expired goods at half price and pay 1 month later, using his house as collateral. Zhang Sena is completely stunned. Why would anyone want expired food? Little does he know, in the apocalypse, even expired noodles become priceless treasure. While leaving the warehouse, Xiaoyong suddenly receives a call from someone interested in buying his house.